Hey yo, it's me. I'm making this video for probably whoever just wants to know what happened during my experience through BMT. I wrote it down because basic goes through really fast, even though it's like 8.5 weeks of your life gone. So, 0 day, woke up in the hotel around like 03:30, went back to sleep for another like 20 minutes, showered at 0400, went to MEPS, had breakfast, and then sat around and I swore in again. My sister and my parents were there to see me swear in. It was the second time I swore in. The first time was right after my medical clearance. I went to Epley Airport in Omaha, Nebraska. Around 1300-ish, I had to just chill there. I shipped out with 9 other guys. I was the only girl that day. There were 5 Army and 5 Air Force, so I just kind of stuck around with the other Air Force guys. One of the Army guys actually was going to Fort Leonard Wood, which is where my boyfriend was stationed at the time, doing AIT in his basic. And then now he's in the operational Army. We landed in Dallas a little bit 2 hours later after we took off. Ate some food there. I actually met one of the girls from my original flight there. I knew her as Florida girl. I didn't really know her as anything else. But then a little bit after that, a little over an hour later, landed in San Antonio. There was an MTI in the airport because we kind of walked and then we went down a escalator and then we didn't know what to do, so we kind of like stood back and we went to like a vending machine. I just followed the guys because I didn't know what to do. But then we finally went over and they were like, take out your cell phone and call your parents and tell them this address, or like write down some emergency contacts really quick and then put your phone away and don't bring it back out. So I don't want to get in trouble. I did what I was told, which is what you should always do in basic. Let's see. I'm from the 323rd Squadron. Go Mustangs. I think the 323rd is the ones that always get to the dorms the latest just because we're the closest to the PRC. And that is the reason why I got to the barracks or the dorms at like somewhere between 0300 to 0500, but they made us sleep until 10. I remember them waking us up after like 5 hours or 4 hours of sleep saying like, get up, blah, 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 this and that. And you missed breakfast. And I was like, sorry, that's not our fault because you let us sleep until like 10 in the morning. But we got up for our lunch. I remember that. That was all of Tuesday night going into Wednesday. Wednesday was just kind of like showing you like, hey, this is what happens and this is blah, blah, and this and that. Then Thursday of my 0 week, I went to first clothing issue. First clothing issue is when you get everything. You get your hat. You get your ABUs. You get your first pair of combat boots. You get everything. And then, so that happened all day. And then I remember walking back with our giant green duffel bag, feeling like a sea turtle. Then the Friday of my 0 week, we went on our first BX trip, which means like we went to go buy like shampoo or conditioner or like that kind of stuff, anything we needed to set up our security drawer, to set up, honestly, anything we needed. Got some Tupperwares. Get Tupperwares if you go to basic. Literally get Tupperwares. Friday was also immunizations. The guys, our brother flight, if you have a brother flight or a sister flight, you're always going to be with them, like no matter what. We were with our brother flight constantly. Like we went to chow at the same time with them, even if we weren't on the same side. We went to classes with them. We did beast with them. Well, we didn't do beast with them, but we did everything together. And some of them became like some of our best friends. Immunizations, your first one, the guys get 6 shots, girls get 5, you have to get 5 to 6 blood vials, blood taken out of vials, I guess. Everyone gets a pee test. I was born out of the country, so that played effects on what happened in my later weeks. And I couldn't get the tuberculosis shot or the TB shot, and that played a very big effect. And then we also, I guess I have down here, we also had a pee drug analysis that night. That was awful. That was an awful experience. We were up until like 10 when lights out is actually like 9 o'clock at night. And so 0 week, you that's the week you honestly lose the most sleep because you can't do anything and you're in 0 week and you're like in processing and you're doing all this. And then Saturday was our initial 0 week PT test. I was still in the winter schedule. I transitioned from winter to summer schedule halfway through my basic. So I got to like, I think my 2nd or 3rd week. And then I switched over to summer schedule, which I learned I was much better at it. And that's really it, yeah. And that's my 0 week, at least for this video. So, yeah.